Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Movement here.
And it's going to be a segment on the struggle is
real.
Alright, guys, so I'm sorry that we haven't done one in a while, but this is going to be pretty much a pure Almile deck.
Yeah, it's because we all got rich. We didn't.
Because if you picked up the 2 trial decks, and if you picked all these cards up at your locals back when everything was cheap, or when you got, like, you'll be rewarded now for having these cards. And then the Almile, this one's SP. That's just because I'm a greedy fucker. But if you have these are really cheap. They're like $10. They're very cheap.
Right.
But start off with the grade 3s. I play 4 Almile. Almile, yes, they're all hollow. Their skill is, when you stride, Counterblast 1, give 2 units 5k power. GB2, when everyone in the front row gains 5k power, including himself. So he has a regular booster, he's screaming for 21. It's a very good card, and honestly, he's still relevant. Like, it's sad that you don't see him that often, because as soon as the Sanctuary Guard strike came out, like, he just started disappearing from the meta. Since this is a struggle is real deck profile, I'm playing 3 Sanctuary Guard guarantees. If this wasn't, it would be the real Sanctuary Guard, but because it's a struggle is real, it's guaranteed. Anyone that, that picked these up, you probably went to your locals and your friends probably donate these cards to you. They're like $1, even if you wanted to pick them up now. His skill is GB1. He gains 3k power for every grade 1 or lower on your field. So despite him being 10k, he can get big. Grade 2s, I play 3 Violinists for that early grade 2 game. It's Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, call a grade 2 from your deck. So he's free, and it's on Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, so he can get you a field right there, and he's just really good. Despite being 8k, I'm like, I've fallen in love with this card lately. They've gone up now, but if you got them back in G2 back when they were $1, you play 3 Benazil. The exact same card as Violinist. The only difference is that he's GB1 since he's 9k, but when he calls a grade 2, he gains 2k power, and that unit that he calls gains 2k power. So they can all swing at the Vanguard instead of him that whatever he calls doesn't do anything, but he's early game when this is more for late game. The only thing is that you need to have an Almile as your Vanguard, but since this is a more Almile based deck, you're always gonna have Almile. 2 Knight of 20 Swords is the Amber clone. Counterblast 1 with his units boosted, call a grade 2. He's really good. You do it right, you can get 4 to 5 attacks in one turn. It's Royals. I play 2 Knight of Fragment. GB1, if he hits Soul Charge 1, unflip 1 damage. And if there's another grade 2 on board, he gains 2k power. In order for him to get the unflip ability and the 2k power, you have to have another grade 2 on board. Which, this is Royals, having 2 grade 2s is very easy.
It's the deck.
Finally, 1 Tech Gall. I'm trying it out. It's actually not a bad idea. There's a reason why I play. I'll show you when we get to the grade 1s. His skill is this, GB1. When a unit's attacking, rest him, Soul Blast 1, give that unit power equal to this unit's power. So if you put triggers all on him, that unit's gain that power. Or if you're doing some shenanigans and you use Almile skill to put the 5k here, since he'll be 13, whatever you use the skill on will gain 13k power instead of 8k power. So he's not bad. Perfect Guards, I would recommend the Perfect Guard G's because this deck Counterblast heavy. It's a really fun deck, but if you can't afford if you didn't pick up the Perfect Guard G's in G1, then at least you have the Perfect Guard G in the trial deck, and those are cheap. People will give them to you. And this is a stride based deck. You play 4 stride enablers. Yeah, I have them signed because I'm very greedy. I'm not.
He's a rich man, unlike me.
I picked them up back when they were $2.
He's a rich man.
I didn't know they went up to 8. I wanted them. They were so nice.
I need to sign Panini.
4 Pierres, really good. Oh my god, the columns this card makes are amazing. If you have an Almile Vanguard, every time you call a grade 2, this unit gains 2k power, and pick a unit in the same column as him, a grade 2 in the same column as him, give it 2k power. So pretty much, oh no, he dropped. So pretty much, since you play these 2 that call grade 2s, and your Amber clone that calls grade 2s, this can literally stack. You can call like 3 to 4 grade 2s in one turn, and if you called 4 grade 2s, 4 times 4, that's 16k right there. That's devastating. That's why you play 4. I would recommend 4. It's a very good and strong unit. I played 3 of these. It's not a bad unit. These are the Angels. If you have 2 grade 1s or lower on board, 2 more grade 1s or lower on board, he has resist and he gains 2k power. So why not? Why not get more power? Then you're a 9k booster, and then with all units that gain power, like the numbers that you can make are very ridiculous.
Donk this.
If you want to have a more early game grade 2, you can play Knight of Bash. When he attacks the Vanguard, he gains 2k power. So if you want a stronger grade 2 turn, you can play 3 of these instead of these. I like these because they're like better against, Narukami and Kagero, and it has resist. And the power right there in the back is really nice because he only gets the power when he attacks. Triggers, I play 2 draws, specifically the 2 Margles, because you put them into soul, give a unit plus 3k power. Only reason why I play Margles is because I have these 2 cards that Soul Blast, so I kind of need to build soul for when I want to do those power plays. And then I'm missing a crit. I would recommend 10 crits. You want to play 10 crits in the deck. Why do you want to play 10 crits? Because with 2 draws and 10 crits, it's annoying. And since you're calling all your grade 2s, you can crit your opponent to death. If you pick these guys up, guys, back when G2 came out, this was like a $2 card. All of these cards starting going up in price just because they got support. If you're smart, always pick up your cards when they're cheap. And then finally, 4 heal. I didn't show my starter, my bad. My starter is Jump Call. These are really good. He can literally, alright, his GB1, if you have 2 or more grade 1s on board, he gains 5k power, and he can also, he gains a new skill, he can intercept. By the way, he's 10. Yes, that heal right there is 10. Intercept was 10. He's a 10k interceptor, and he swings for 10. So, literally, you can have him with any grade 1, and he's swinging for 17.
10k attacker, 10k interceptor.
It's really good. Alright guys, Stride, so this is a really budget deck if you play 4 Almile. Almile is really good because he helps actually get your GB2 skill a lot more active, a lot faster. In case you don't have grade 3s or Stride enablers, his GB2 skill can actually win you games. Winning for numbers is actually really nice. Almile skill is when you auto skill, you flip a copy himself face up. Everybody in the front row gains 3k power. If you have 2 or more face up cards in the G zone.
What game are you guys?
Right now I'm doing a video. I'm sorry.
Oh
yeah. What you want to do is when you have 2 more guards face up in the G zone, you flip a copy himself face up. Call a grade 2 from your deck and give it 5k power. This card really helps out against the Narukami and Kagero format. I actually love this card. This card really makes. I played it today in tournament and it won me like 2 games. I actually like this card and I have 1 SP. Like I said before, I like shiny cards.
Because once again, Brian's rich.
Play 2 Sanctuary Guard just because I do play the Sanctuary Guard grade 3. And if this wasn't a budget deck, I would recommend the good Sanctuary Guard. But it's whatever. This is a budget deck. I recommend 1 Blade in case you do draw your Great Stride Enabler. Go into him first. Almile, counterblast 1, 555. Swing with this. Force your opponent to either PG early or take it and you plus like crazy. And then finally, I would recommend the 1 Samuel. Samuel actually surprisingly went up. I think he's like $7 right now. I have the SP because I picked it up when it was 15. His skill is when you have 5 cards or more on board, counterblast 2, and you give your opponent damage. It's a worse drag ruler, but at least you can actually catch up in the game. If you're at 5 damage and your opponent crit you, this card can easily help you catch up and force your opponent to start dropping hand. So it's not a bad card. It's a good one of. I've actually ran into him. If you guys wanted to play more pure Almile, you guys could take these out and put in Same Blow Dragons. Because I do recommend playing 4. If you're playing Almile, I do recommend 4. He's really good in his own deck. He's really good. That's pretty much it, guys. That's Almile's deck right there, and it's Team Movements, and we're signing off for The Struggle Is Real. Sorry, we'll be doing more real soon.
All right. See.